Most people don't fail when they start a micro resort or some type of short-term rental because it's hard. They fail because they start in the wrong place, or they fail because they hired a $20,000 coach to help them get somewhere, and the coach never even leaves his computer or his phone. They need hands-on, face-to-face guidance whenever you're starting a micro resort. That way, you know going into this that the amount of money that you're investing, you're going to get back. For those of you that don't know, I'm Mark McKnight. We run microresortacademy.com. Guys, I've been in the construction industry for over 20 years. Me and my family own and operate our own micro resorts. This is actually a piece of property that me and my family just bought out of Bourbon, Missouri, and we are getting ready to develop it. Everything behind me, that whole hillside, will be cabins. Guys, this isn't something that if you know nothing about, you can luck into and make $1 million. This is something that if you don't know what you're doing, it's a huge investment, and you could lose everything if you don't have the right people on your side. The biggest problem that we see is people jumping straight into it. They get excited, okay? They see that shiny new thing, okay? So now what they want to do is move ahead. They don't know what they don't know. And the biggest thing is, guys, is you start looking for land and you don't do your due diligence on the land, like what you can put there. You know, what kind of permits do you need? What what exactly are you looking at whenever you go out and buy a raw piece of land? Okay, let's say that you don't do any due diligence and you go out and you purchase land. Okay, now you've purchased land, you have no clue if there's water on it, you have no clue how you're going to get electric to it or any of those expenses. Now you're going in, you're trying to find contractors to build, and the contractors are coming back with all of these numbers, and it's overwhelming. So 9 chances out of 10, before you even get started with your micro resort, you're overwhelmed. You have no clue what this is going to cost you, or you've gone into it thinking that it's going to be a certain amount, and soon, right after you guys get into it and you start doing your thing, you're already past the budget that you had set aside for it. Okay, this is where everything starts to fall apart. All right, this is where people get out, or they just stop. They don't allow for the building process to take place. And when I say building process, I mean learning what you need to learn before you purchase land. Okay, you need to learn all of the things that come into this so that you can be profitable. Okay, the P word is the biggest thing whenever it comes to all of this, guys. Profitability. Okay, so how, I don't know, but it does happen. People will go out and they will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a piece of property, and they make all these dreams. They think they're going to make all these dreams come true, and next thing you know, they've got $500,000 into something, and either it's not zoned right for what they want, or they realize that it's going to cost way too much for a cabin, and they're never going to be profitable. So then what's the next step? Try to get your money back out of the property that you've already spent so much on. I don't want any of that to happen to you. Most people that start this stuff and start micro resorts, start short-term rentals, you're very smart individuals. I mean, this is one of the smartest things you can invest your money in. But you have to do due diligence, okay? You have to talk to people. You have to make sure that you're doing it the right way. That's if you don't know anything about what you're getting yourself into. Like I said, me and my wife just purchased this property here. Our plan is to put 5 cabins. We've already got a well drilled. We've already got electric on the property. And that was one of the main reasons why we wanted to purchase this property, was because it had the well you don't have to spend $30,000-$40,000 on. It had electric already ran to the back of the property. So now whenever we want to start running electric to all of the cabins, it's already here. We can run temporary electric right here off of a pole that is it's probably 100 feet from the cabin, the first cabin that we're planning on building. So whenever you're doing this, make sure that you know exactly the cost. And if you don't know the cost, and that's the biggest thing, guys, is you have to know how much you can spend and still be profitable. That's the game. The difference between building a very profitable micro resort and building one that struggles from day one until you decide to sell is mindset. When contractors are building your micro resort, all they're thinking about is how do we get the job done fast and how can we make the most money. Investors like you and me, the first things we think about is, profitability. How fast are we going to make our profit back? And then not only that, but guest experience. If we're, trying to cut corners, not really cut corners, but cut costs here and there, then it could affect the guest experience. So how do we keep our guest experience at the best possible experience that we can provide and still get costs down to where we're profitable sooner? The thing is, those are two totally different perspectives. And if you don't understand this from day one, you're already falling behind. That's why we started microresortacademy.com, guys. Just know this, you're not alone. And with the right guidance, every bit of this is achievable. This industry can change your life. It can change your family's future, but only if you approach it the right way from the beginning. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel. And if you guys need any help at all, please reach out to me or go to microresortacademy.com. I would gladly love to talk to you guys. Give me the chance and we will see exactly what we can do for you. Maybe work through even some of your problems on the phone on day one.